If this was happening under his watch, I think he would have came forward.
New tonight, a group of former Ohio State wrestlers is showing support for Representative Jim Jordan, who's been accused of knowing about alleged sexual abuse by a team doctor and saying nothing about it. Good evening, everyone. I'm Colleen Marshall.
I'm Mike Jackson. Congressman Jordan was an assistant coach of the wrestling team from 1987 through 1995, which overlapped with accusations of sexual abuse against team doctor Richard Strauss. Strauss committed suicide more than a decade ago, but the investigation into his alleged actions only recently started. Over the last week, some wrestlers have publicly said Jordan must have heard about or known about the abuse, allegations Jordan has denied. Today, a group of 14 former wrestlers released statements backing Congressman Jordan.
NBC4's Dan Perlman sat down with one of them tonight, and he is live with why that former wrestler says he believes Congressman Jordan.
Well, George PARDOS wrestled here from 1988 through 1993. Tonight, we discussed those years. We also talked about the accusations facing the former assistant coach, now congressman.
I had wrestled for the Marine Corps, and then I had gotten a chance to, continue my wrestling career at Ohio State.
That was a period George here loved.
As a wrestler, I had a great experience.
And that's also why the accusations surrounding Dr. Strauss, the doctor who treated him back then about once a month,
he treated me always professionally,
are surprising.
Never had an issue with him. Always very professional.
Since April, the number of accusers who say Strauss sexually abused them has grown. So has the number of athletes accusing Jim Jordan, now Congressman Jordan, of knowing about the abuse and staying silent. George, however, supporting the old assistant coach.
I've known him to be a strong will and character since the day I've met him.
In fact, he's one of 14 former wrestlers issuing statements today backing him.
To not do something about one of his athletes getting, let's say, sexually abused and not do something would just be out of character.
Jordan has denied knowing of any abuse. In the meantime, the investigation into Strauss is ongoing.
We need to have the judicial process handle the story.
And this former wrestler wants everyone with a story about the doctor to tell it.
Please come forward, tell the truth, tell your story, because your story is important, and no one wants you to hide in the shadows because you're afraid of what the public is going to say about you.
And George tells me that he has spoken with the university's independent investigators now several times. If you have a story you would like to tell them, I just put their contact information on our website. That's NBC4i.com. Local for you in Columbus, Dan Perlman, NBC4.
Thank you, Dan. At least 7 former wrestlers have come forward to say Jordan turned a blind eye to the abuse allegations. Again, Jordan says that he had no knowledge of any abuse and would have reported it if he did. Monday, 7 lawmakers from the Freedom Caucus backed Jordan, saying they believe he'll be vindicated. That came just after a watchdog group and a former special counsel to President Obama pushed for an ethics investigation into Jordan. It's a story that continues to develop. To see our previous reports on the investigation into Dr. Strauss and the accusations against Representative Jordan, go to NBC4i.com.